Hello, Rebels. Welcome to another episode of Rebellious Mastermind. Today, I'm going to be talking about this bamboo rod that I came across while I was thrift shopping with my wife, and I couldn't resist. I mean, it was a little beat up, and I said, "This is the perfect type of fishing rod." I've never owned a bamboo fishing rod before, so I said, "You know what? I'm gonna bring it back home. I'm gonna bring it back to life and restore it, and I'll be able to fish with it this spring with my kids and everything, and I'll show you guys once it's completed. Obviously you guys will see once it's completed, but once I'll show you guys once I go fishing with it on a part two, and let you guys know that it is solid once I fix this up and show you guys the steps. Hopefully you guys can learn some good advice on how to restore your broken fishing rods. Recycle, if you can. Let's get into it. I'm gonna show you how I can restore this. All right, guys. So as you can see, the actually when I brought the fishing rod back home, I actually cracked the top, and this has made it actually harder for me to actually uh, restore it. But it's a challenge that I'm willing to take and show you guys. So like I said, some of the eyelets are missing. This thread all gone. I'm going to cut all that off and restore that as well. Take off some of the thread, rethread everything. The other few eyes or guides on the top are actually in pristine condition. They have a little bit of calcium buildup from just being old, but this is like a really vintage bamboo fishing rod. And like I said, I've never owned a bamboo fishing rod, and I've always wanted one. So I found it for nearly no dollars. So I said, hey, you know, let's get this back to life. And I'm gonna actually probably one of the best rods I've, and even from all the ones I purchased before, this is actually one a really nice fishing rod. But I can understand people getting rid of it because it was missing and everything, missing some pieces and all that good stuff. But for me, this is a win, and a win for you guys because I get to teach you guys how to restore a fishing rod that's broken. All right, so first things first, I like to use my go-to super glue, actually made by JB. This is actually called Super Well. It actually has an ultraviolet light on it that actually helps the glue cure in about 5 to 10 seconds, and it's actually amazing. This is like I found out about it, and that's the only thing I buy. It's about $10. You can buy it from any convenience store, not convenience store actually, any home improvement store like Home Depot, Lowe's, or your local stores. And then obviously, you guys know about my handy X-Acto knife. I always need that. I got some needle nose pliers. You're gonna need those. Also, I like to use, this is my idea, but it's just a bendy wire. It's actually soldering, but it's iron, but it's flexible. So I'm gonna use it to actually put it inside the two broken parts, and then use the glue to harden it up. And then once I do that, I'll put the resin and the glue all and the thread all over that. And also, I could never miss my flathead. You're gonna need one of those possibly. And then this kit right here, which I actually got from Amazon. It's actually amazing. It actually comes with all the parts that you need. Has tape to kind of leave it in place. And then it has a measuring cup. You got some different size eyelets, which is handy because you got all different sizes when it comes down to rods, so you never know which one you're gonna need. You got resin and the hardener, so that's what I'm gonna use to put once I'm done with putting everything back together. And then we got some cutters, some nice little trimmers, whatever they call the shears, snips. And then we got some soft sandpaper that's actually waterproof. And then we have some handy brushes so we can brush on the epoxy and the hardener once we mix it all together. So once we get those all together, and also yeah, I can't forget my handy towel. You see this has already a lot of paint on there already. Use it often for just products like this. Now I'm actually just cutting all the excess thread from all the eyelets and the ones that are straggling with my X-Acto knife, and then from there I'll show you the next steps. So enjoy. Alright guys, so now I'm all done taking off all the thread off the rod. I was able to put a new eyelet on there with the super well glue, and I put the tape as reinforcement for the rods and all the eyelets. As you can see, there's white tape on there on all the eyelets, and that's just for me, for my for reinforcement. I would say you don't have to use it. Some people don't use it, but I like to. I'm gonna use it for this particular tutorial. But you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. But let's keep it going. Actually, I have the instructions that I showed you earlier. It actually shows the different steps with the little kit that came with it that I showed you earlier, and pretty much tells you the different ratios for the resin and the hardener, which is 1:1. So it has a little measuring cup on there, and it's pretty much 1:1. So if you put 5 milliliters, put another 5, stir it up, you got it going. So, but before we could do that, we actually have to use the nylon thread to reinforce the tape around the guides or the eyelets, however you call them. I usually call them eyelets. Some people call them guides, but we're gonna use that term either or for people that use both or one or the other. But yeah, make sure you have the nylon thread, and that's probably the longest part. It's probably gonna take about a few hours, maybe an hour or so. You really gotta get all the thread nice and tight on every eyelet. So let's get into it. All right, Rebel. So I'm now done with the nylon threading. It actually took me about an hour and a half or more. I mean, it's really, tedious work, but it looks pretty nice. What do you guys? Let me know what you guys think. You guys might see some of that. I put some of that super well glue to kind of, reinforce the nylon before I put on the epoxy, and make sure that the nylon thread is on there nice and tight and secured. And you see now that the rod is in one piece, you can see that piece right there on the top that has the white part right here, showing you right now. That was the broken half that I showed you guys earlier. This is the bottom half. I put a new eyelet on there already, and it's ready to go. Next step is the epoxy, which is the resin and the hardener mixed together. And I'm gonna show you guys really quick. We got the resin and the hardener. Once those are mixed together, let it sit for about 5 minutes. And once you let it sit for about 5 minutes, you're ready to use your brush and get that baby, hardened up. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so now that we've waited the 5 minutes for the epoxy to really mix it and settle together. Now we're using the brush to apply the epoxy over the nylon threads that we just redid. So you want to make sure those are, you're doing it evenly. You don't want to just glob it on. You see as I'm doing it very carefully and meticulously. Making sure that, it's not running everywhere. But obviously I have my handy towel there. And also I put them on 2x6 to kind of elevate them from the board so I can roll them easily, get the glue from dripping. Now that we're almost done applying the epoxy over the nylon, you want to make sure that you let it dry. And the handbook that came with the instructions recommends to let it settle or cure anywhere between 3 to 8 hours. So once we're done, I'm gonna let it sit standing up with some light, with direct light on it, and hopefully it will cure within that 3 to 8 hour window. And once we get to that, I'll be showing you those next steps, and we gotta keep going and get to the finish line. And once you guys are done watching this video, please let me know your comments, your thoughts, share, like, dislike. Let me know how we can improve this video. Let me know if you learned anything, what you'd like to see on my next video. And I'm still need to get to 1,000 subscribers, so you guys push that subscribe button below, share, spread the word. I really appreciate it. It will help my channel and get the word out to other people and keep these videos going. So we'll let this set. Alright, Rebels, so now this epoxy has been sitting for nearly, I would say, roughly 5 to 6 hours. And now it's nice and shiny and hard over the nylon. Feels really sturdy, and there's no glue, but I'm still gonna clean up because as I was standing up, there's still got some excess glue that dripped down, and I'm gonna clean that up with my razor. And then once I use that, I'm gonna use some copper brush and regular brush, and I'll wash it. I'll finish it off with some sanding and some water to just really get that shine and get everything back to normal. But we're almost there, guys. Let's get to it. So now that we got everything all cleaned up and prepped up and completed, now the best part is to get the reel on the rod. And I just got this new fishing reel. It's about 1,000. It's a 1,000. I think it's nice. It's a nice size, and it matches the rod. It has a little gold accent and a nice little wooden handle for the handle, and it looks neat. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Let me know if this is a nice combo or not. But it's pretty neat. I'm gonna thread it up, put it all together, and like I said, can't wait to use it this spring. This will probably be my new 2024 reel. Maybe it'll bring me some good luck. we'll see. And I'll keep you guys posted on some other posts or other videos that I'll be doing. And I'll definitely, once I catch a fish on this, I'll definitely keep you guys posted on how this reel works. And it's definitely ready to go for the spring for sure. So let's get it. So here's the final product with the completed combo. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Of course, it's not fully completed when it comes to me, because for me, completed is having the thread in there. Of course, I had to put on a 8-pound braid from Spider Wire Stealth, and I think that's the perfect size for what I like fishing for, and it's very versatile. So let me know what you guys think. It's all done. See you in the next video, and peace out.